Hello, welcome to my NXT Worlds Collide predictions. We're just going to jump straight into it, but this is basically where NXT UK has come to die, only to be resurrected as NXT Europe sometime next year, according to the rumours, and I think even confirmed by WWE at this point. I'm not sure, let me know in the comments. But yeah, there's a lot of title unifications and what have you on this show. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to kick things off with the North American Championship match. Carmelo Hayes defend against Ricochet. Now, part of me thinks, oh, okay, maybe there's a chance Ricochet is going to spend a bit of time down in NXT. But I feel like this is just like a classic, you know, name comes back down from the main roster to be fed to the up-and-comer to make them seem like a bigger deal. So I'm going to go with Carmelo Hayes to win this. There is a chance they're going to swap places and Carmelo could get the call-up because he's obviously like seen as a big star in the making. And Ricochet could definitely do with a reset button. So having the North American Championship and putting on killer matches in NXT would not be a bad way to go. But I'm going to go with Carmelo Hayes to pick up the win in this one over Ricochet. Speaking of main roster stars who used to be NXT stars of some description coming back down to challenge for championships, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, Katana Chance formerly known as Casey Catanzaro, defending the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships against Doudrop, formerly of NXT UK, and Nikki ASH, formerly Nikki Cross of NXT. Again, I'm getting the same vibe from this. Chance and Carter have only just won those titles, and I feel like this is just like a really good sort of notch on the belt for them to beat Doudrop and Nikki ASH. So I'm going to go with Carter and Chance, to retain. So that's 2 title matches, 2 retains, in my opinion, so far. Next, we've got a very interesting one for the men's tag team championships. Both the NXT and NXT UK tag team championships, I should add. Yeah, this is a fatal 4-way tag team match. So we've got the Diamond Mine, which is the Creed brothers, I believe. Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, who are the NXT UK tag team champions, I believe. Gallus, which is Wolfgang and one of the Coffees. Is it Mark? Yep, Mark. And Pretty Deadly, who are former NXT UK tag team champions, I believe. So this is, yeah, quite the line. I think Pretty Deadly are actually on NXT 2.0 these days, not UK. But I'm pretty sure they're former champions on the UK brand. Anywho, this is quite the cluster, isn't it? Difficult to predict, honestly. Yeah, this is a very tricky one. I don't know a lot about Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, the current NXT UK tag champions, or how they've been booked or what have you. It's been a long time since I watched any NXT UK with any sort of regularity. Wolfgang and Mark Coffey have been there since day one and always been treated as a reasonably big deal, as far as I'm aware. There's a chance they come over to NXT 2.0 as the tag team champions and hold the fort there until NXT Europe gets launched and then move back. There's a chance Pretty Deadly, there's a chance any of these 4 teams walk out with the titles, to be honest. I'm gonna go with, I really want, impulsively, my instinct wants to go with the Creed brothers. It is Creed brothers, isn't it? Or is it just Diamond Mine now? I can't see anything that refers to them as anything other than Diamond Mine in this WWE.com article. But it's Julius Creed and Brutus Creed, so I am right, it's the Creed brothers. This is probably one of the more difficult matches to call, in my opinion, because I know very little about most of these teams and the booking that's been going into it. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Pretty Deadly. Sure, let's go out on a limb with this one. Let's go with Pretty Deadly to pick up the win. I feel like it might actually be the Creed brothers, but I don't know. Something's telling me picking 3 NXT 2.0 retains in a row is going to be a mistake. That's the only thing stopping me picking the Creeds. Screw it, we're going with the Creeds, but let it be known I almost went with Pretty Deadly. Creed brothers to retain and pick up the NXT UK Tag Championships and presumably retire them. Next, we have the NXT 2.0 Women's Championship and the NXT UK Women's Championship being unified in a triple threat match. We've got Mandy Rose, who's the NXT 2.0 champion. I'm going to show my ignorance here because I know she's a legendary figure in Japanese wrestling, but I don't know how to say her name. Is it Maiko Satomura? I don't know, but yes, that lady who is the NXT UK Women's Championship. And then Blair Davenport, who I believe is... I've forgotten what her name is outside of WWE. Oh, well, never mind. Blair Davenport is involved as well. Part of me thinks this could be the end of Mandy Rose's reign because Toxic Attraction are sort of more than ready for a main roster call-up, and I believe the tag team were supposed to be called up and were in the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tournament, but didn't one of them get injured or something? So maybe they're going to wait for them to be ready and keep the title on Mandy Rose for a little bit longer. But this has been a hell of a reign now. I don't know. I'm going to go with Mandy Rose. I just feel like Mandy Rose has been a safe pick for all this time. And at some point, she's going to drop the title. But I don't know. I don't know enough about these two for it to feel... I don't know why I'm doing a predictions video for a load of people that I don't know who they are. But, you know, I just wanted to see how I do. I do need to get back into watching NXT, but it's like one of my lowest priorities in wrestling at the moment, NXT 2.0, to watch. I already don't watch as much as I'd like. But, yeah, I think Mandy Rose is my pick to retain, but I could very well be wrong, because Toxic Attraction, if all 3 of them are fit and well, are more than ready for a call-up, in my opinion, which would require Rose to drop her title. But it may be the case that while one of them is injured, they wait a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm going to go with Mandy Rose. Why not? And now, the main event. Bron Breakker, the NXT 2.0 champion. Or NXT champion, since it's not been renamed. And Tyler Bate, the NXT UK champion. By the way, it's so good to see Tyler Bate as the NXT UK champion again. The first and last NXT UK champion. It's pretty cool. Are going to face off to unify those 2 titles. And again, talking of people that are ready for a call-up, both of these are, honestly, but the one most likely to get a call-up in the immediate future is Bron Breakker. So I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I think I might be wrong, but I'm going to pick Tyler Bate to win this. On the basis that Bron Breakker then gets called up soon. The only problem is, a lot of people have been brought back, called up, and the main roster has been fleshed out pretty healthily, like, over the last few weeks. So I'm not sure if there's going to be that many more call-ups. Rumours of Braun Strowman coming back as well. But if there's going to be any call-ups, it's probably going to be Bron Breakker, isn't it? On the men's side, at least. So while I do think they're just going to feed Tyler Bate to Bron Breakker here in a really good match, I don't think it's going to be like a squash or anything, but I do think the whole point is just to put Bron Breakker over more. I'm going to go on a limb and pick Tyler Bate just out of loyalty because I really like Tyler Bate. I like Bron Breakker as well, if I'm honest, but I really like Tyler Bate. I think he's great. And I didn't do that just for the rhyme. So yeah, let's go with that. But honestly, this entire card, who knows? Maybe you know more about NXT UK and NXT 2.0 than I do. I mean, you'd be doing well to know less. So feel free to let me know in the comments who you've got and why. And what you agree with and what you disagree with out of what I've said. Leave a like if you enjoyed this predictions video, and subscribe and share with your friends if you'd like to see more, or you think they would enjoy, your friends that is, my content. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ebeza, you've been amazing, and I will see you next time.